What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about why everything I feel like is kind of God's and the universe's fault, and the reasons why they're to blame for world corruption and human suffering. Not some of it, but for the most of it. So the reason why I say this is because this is my own opinion. You guys don't have to agree with me, but there's like a certain energy or like a creator or the universe or God or whoever responsible for creating humans in this realm and this ideology of this shit, of this realm, and they're at fault because why is it that they allow evil ass people or people who are greedy to take over this world out of everyone's dispense, where like they're hoarding all the money, they're hoarding all the resources out of people's dispense. The fact that as a human body you feel pain as you grow older and you feel restricted, and the human body is so limited in the fact that there's a whole history of wars and battles and enslavement and all this shit that goes on. That's a problem. Reasons why there's so much crimes and criminal activity. Shout out to John Swan. He mentioned that in one of his videos. He made a great point on like there's so much crime and criminal activity. It's because of the system we're living in, because of this world corruption, because of the enslavement within the money system. There's a lot of generational trauma. There's a lot of generational curses. There's a lot of narcissism and a lot of like trauma within the average human beings because of this reality we're living in, because God universe, they allow certain regulations and certain free wills to have negative ass spirits or greedy ass people to rule over this world, to where they can manipulate this realm astrologically so they could take over this world and take people's energy throughout human history, and that leads to human suffering pretty much. So you get where I'm saying. So I do blame. So a lot of people may disagree with me, but this is why I blame everything on God and the universe. They're responsible for all this shit. They're responsible for human suffering. People want to say, in order for you to manifest a lot of money and abundance and a lot of like fortune, well, first the reason why you're not experiencing that, or experiencing a lot of bad luck, or you're experiencing a lot of like negative experiences within negative people, negative situations, because you're not healed within your subconscious mind. Well, yeah, that can be, that is true, but what caused the damage of the subconscious mind for people to attract and manifest negative shit? Because of their bad mind programming, because of their upbringing, because of their family's trauma, because of what their family put them through, because of them growing up. And since you're born around a dysfunctional family, they're going to implant into you like, they're gonna plant into your mind that you're not worthy of love, or you're not worthy of this and that, you're not worthy of manifesting great things into your life. When that happens, that means you have a person who grows up older and older, and they can't manifest anything but bad shit. But people want to say, oh, it's this person's psyche. But the real problem is the fact that he was born into that dysfunctional family. But the real problem behind that is that why is the fact that why is there even a dysfunctional family? Because most family trauma and dysfunction comes from the society. Now, what causes society? Evil ass people who rule over this world and greedy ass people. Now, what's their main why do they, why do greedy people over this world, why do they do the things they do? Is because they needed resources. And and what's behind those lack of resources is this realm, the God and the creator, they created this realm to where they allow evil ass people to rule over this world, where this realm is so fucking stupid to where even pedophiles or evil ass people, they can manipulate this realm to work in their favor, out of people suffering and out of their dispense. There's why throughout human history there's been a lot of enslavement, there's been a lot of world corruption. There's been a lot of bad shit like this. And since because of that, that creates a lot of generational trauma, a lot of generational curses. A lot of people just, a lot of people just being raised into dysfunctional families. And when that happens, then that messes them up psychologically. And now they can't manifest anything but bad shit, because from their subconscious mind, they're attracting nothing but negative shit because they're not worthy of it. In order for them to attract good shit and abundance and positivity, that they have to have a clear subconscious mind. So this is all shit I've learned, and not the things I've said, but the things when. So I've learned that. So what I meant by that, what I've learned is that when you attract good shit into your life, it's because you have the right subconscious mind and it's healed. But you check the opposite, where bad luck happens to you and negativity and shit, because your subconscious mind has a programming that you're not worthy, you're not good enough, or bad shit is always gonna happen. But what causes that? Now, this is my conclusion. Because of dysfunctional family, because of how you're raised, but what causes that to happen? Because of the fucking creator of the universe, or a certain energy, or the nature of this realm, the nature of this human experience, where your soul, your spirit, or higher self, or God of the universe, or energy wants you to experience a certain bad shit in order for your fucking soul to grow, evolve, or to learn certain bullshit ass lessons. That's why people in the spiritual community say, oh, you're meant to break generational curses, you're meant to break generational trauma because of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So people want to say that, oh, your subconscious mind, you're not attracting good shit because of your subconscious mind. Yes, but what's the cause of that? The creator of the universe. They're the cause of that. They're the cause of people being born into dysfunctional families and to bad bloodlines and shit like that. What causes family bloodlines to act crazy, act traumatized, and narcissistic, to where they even have demonic entities attached to them through generations and generations that perpetuates generational curses and trauma, is because of this reality, because of this realm that God or the creator allowed evil ass people to rule over this realm. That's where I'm trying to get at. So in reality, people they're too focused on the 3D. They're too focused on